Very special panel up here with me now. Luke's Wings is an organization dedicated to uniting injured service members with their families. And oftentimes these wounded military men and women are recuperating or getting rehab services at locations far from their homes and their families. Now in its third year, Luke's Wings is hoping to send at least 150 family members to visit their wounded warriors, whom they call their loved ones. And joining us now to talk about the group's mission and plans for the future is its founder, Fletcher, Gill. Good morning. Nice to see you again, a friend of the show. And also a family, a real family that's benefited from the good work that Luke's Wings provides. Sergeant Joe Mershon and his wife Hillary, and their two beautiful kids. Good morning to you. Thanks for coming in.
No problem.
Fletcher, just let me start with you. Just again, how this mission got started and where you are since we last saw you Christmas time, I think.
Right. That was great to see you guys. Thank you for having us back on. We are in our third year. We started January of 2008. Our inspiration was a soldier named Luke Shirley, who was at Walter Reed, lost an arm and a leg. And we noticed that when his mother showed up, his morale changed and his mood changed, and it became very apparent that in order to expedite and ensure the recovery of our wounded warriors, that they need to have their family near them.
Right.
And in the 2.5 years that we've been doing this now, we've flown about 250 family requests. We've raised probably $250,000. And you know, our target as a completely volunteer-based charity is about 150 requests a year. If we're raising about 100 grand and we're flying 150, you know, that's good, I think. Whether we take the organization to, you know, full-time staff and more funding and grants and things like that, that's to be determined. But right now we're just doing everything we can and leaving the rest to God. And I'll tell you, some of the stories, you know, we had no idea really what we were getting ourselves into. Right. We flew a soldier home from Colorado to Boston because he found out his father had 12 hours to live, and we had him in Boston 4 hours after getting that notice. His father held on, and they had 3 hours together. We flew you know, family in for emergency surgeries. We've flown soldiers home because their parents have died suddenly. You know, there was a coma patient, and the doctors alerted everybody that they were going to terminate his life, and they gave everybody an 1.5 hour notice. We had his mother on an airplane, and the doctors held off, and the mother was there 5 hours later, and the doctor said, you know what? The mother's here and she's by his bedside and he's starting to actually show response, and so let's wait until tomorrow.
Right.
And then it was, let's wait another day and let's wait another day, and they never ended up terminating his life. He's still alive, and they're moving him to a hospital in New York to be near his mom.
The power of love.
Exactly.
With the help of organizations like yours.
Yeah, ours and a lot of other great charities that you know, are doing everything we can for our neighbors and you know, those in need, and in our case for our wounded warriors.
And let's talk to the family that's here. Again, thanks for coming on the show. Your family is beautiful. Thanks for everything that you sacrificed for us. Let me just put that out there as well. And tell me about your experience with Luke's Wings.
They're really fast. They've flown my family a couple of times for surgeries that I've had, or just to even try to get back home to recoup from my surgeries, but they respond really quick and they take care of everything really fast.
Right. And Hillary, I guess knowing that you could see your husband, you know, we look at these wounded warriors as our heroes, but this is your husband, the father of your kids. What was that like to be able to see him through this process?
Oh, it was great. Everybody was so helpful and fast. You know what, it's like, as soon as we found out about the organization, a friend of ours told us about it. Everybody was fast and friendly, and it's just been great to work with everybody.
Right. And who doesn't want to get all better because of these shining faces that you brought? Again, thanks for coming in, dude. Thanks for coming in. Let me ask you this, because if people are watching and they have folks serving right now, how do you go about getting on a list, or, you know, the process to be involved with Luke's Wings?
Well, if you want to volunteer, or if you want to request a free ticket, if you have a wounded warrior in a hospital, or if you are a service member that's wounded and you want to get home, it's all on our website. So www.lukeswings.org. There's the application for travel. There's a volunteer application. If you'd like to be a corporate sponsor, you can donate right there on our website. If you want to be an individual sponsor, you know, if everybody watching today gave $5, we'd put, you know, we put families on airplanes tomorrow. And we do have a very efficient process. We use McNair Travel Management. They book all of the flights, and we use a corporate American Express, which they have access to that number. And once we have the application, we can turn it around in 5 minutes. It comes through our Blackberries. We take a look at it. We forward it to the travel agent. And they are amazing. They turn the flight around, they book it, minutes later. So. Well,
and we were seeing some of the families that you've helped, and we also have information on a fundraiser you have coming up on Friday, August 6th. Go on our website for all that information. We did show it on the screen if you missed it. Again, myfoxdc.com for that. Fletcher, it's good to see you, and to the Mershon family, continued love and success to all of you guys.